Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are comparing ChatGPT O1 preview with Claude Sonnet on one specific benchmark, which is coding. If you have heard the news of the release of O1 preview, you will have seen that they've shown the capability of the model by proving that it can create complete games and write complete code logic in one single prompt. But before O1 preview, the best model at coding was 3.5 Sonnet. So today I'm trying to see which of this model is the best at coding, specifically UI logic, and mainly front-end code. And for that I have three main tasks. The first one is landing page. The second one is to create a puzzle game. The third one is to create a 2048 game. I will explain all these games to you so you can understand a bit what they are about. But let's first start with the landing page. What I did is that I went to the AI web page, I screenshot it, I gave it to ChatGPT and asked him to describe each section in a way that an AI can actually generate them, like regenerate them somehow. So what we will do is that we'll take it here. This is a response from ChatGPT with nearly what we have visually here, case study, stories, whatever, everything that we can have here. We'll just copy this, give it to each of these AI and see the result. We do this in one prompt. We will not iterate over the prompts. We'll do this in one prompt. So I think the best thing will be to just first copy this, give it to ChatGPT because it will take some time to generate the response. And also we will be using this. We use it in the last video to create the Photo AI Studio. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out. Link in the description. And we'll use it today to preview what ChatGPT is generating, because unfortunately for us, ChatGPT does not have artifacts, so we cannot directly see the result of our code from the output of the model. We need to copy it somewhere, so we'll be using Code Sandbox for that. So let's first start with ChatGPT. We have the own preview model here. I will give it the first prompt, which is create using React, I want CSS, placeholder image. Yes, recreate this landing page. Unfortunately, this model does not have access to internet, so we cannot just provide a link or something. We will just give this basic description and see what it will come up with. Okay, let's give this. And when he's thinking, we can create an environment. So we are using Taiwan, we are using React, we are using let me check again, placeholder images. I suppose it's just a link, so we can use Next.js, which come with all this already. So we just call it ChatGPT Sandbox. So it will create an environment where we can just paste the code and see the result. Here, I think it's still thinking. So in the meantime, we can give the same prompt to Claude 3.5. As you can see here, 3.5 Sonnet is the most intelligent model. You don't really need to have a professional plan or to pay for it. You have a limit and you can actually use it directly with some limitations, but not in terms of intelligence. So if you want to follow along, you can just create an account at Claude.ai and try it out yourself. So here is the prompt for Claude. Claude will of course be faster than ChatGPT. Yeah, we will have this config to do, but we don't really need all these or this. It's already configured into Next.js that we have here. You can see the Taiwan config and everything. So all we need to do is just paste our content here, and the content will be what ChatGPT will generate. So it's just generating section by section. But what we need is the complete code assembled into component. Oh, it created it into separate component. Okay, so we need to create a folder called components. He said src/component. We don't really have a source folder, so we just create it at the base here. Okay, we start with Okay, so we come here at app page, we replace everything we have here, but the issue here is that we need instead of this we need this. Okay, so now let's preview the result. In the meantime, we have Claude that generated a web page for us, so let's publish it and see it in full page. Okay, so this is what we get from Claude. Okay. Okay, let's hope ChatGPT will do a better okay, we have like no, that's okay. That's just a front end, simple front end problem. Okay, I think we have a dark versus light mode problem here. It seems to be okay. No. Okay, maybe let me check. Yeah, we have let me delete this. I think he didn't ask for this. Okay, so okay, perfect. So it was in the code before, so it wasn't the fault of ChatGPT. So now this is the result. We need to compare from this to this. Yes, I will say O1 Preview is kind of better because at least it used placeholder images, as you can see here, from kind of placeholder with name of companies on it. This was just plain text. Okay, we don't have the placeholder image anywhere. The button is just a bit weird. At least in terms of layout, this seems better than what we have from Claude. So for this one, O1 Preview perform or did a better job than 3.5 Sonnet. Okay, so let's continue. Our second task is actually a pretty simple game. We want to create a puzzle. So I will show you an example. I have one here. This that you see here, it's like a game. So you just upload an image and you can play this little puzzle. Okay, we'll see if OpenAI can actually make it possible to create this kind of game in one single shot. Okay, so let's try it out. We have the prompt here. We copy, we come here, we create a new conversation with O1 Preview, and we ask for it. Okay, we want this game. I think it's clear enough. And then we ask the same thing to Claude. Start a new chat. And this, okay. So ChatGPT, of course, will take more time. As you can see here, we have like a pretty good process of breaking down the task into small pieces and trying to find the best way to solve it in a kind of tree manner. Like, okay, this will be better. Maybe let's choose this. And it takes some time, but I think in terms of logic, it will come up with better result than Claude 3.5. Okay, we have a fairly okay UI from Claude. Okay, we have an image. Nice. Okay, so maybe I underestimated Claude. So let's see. Okay, great. So if I say 2x2, looks like this. Okay, that's pretty good. What happened if I click on start the game? It just put everything like this. Okay, so I need to okay, so maybe I need to 6 3x3 because this is just Okay. I feel like it's not working. We have, okay. This seems okay, but this area here should be moving around, right? So it shouldn't be just here, because I feel like the only pieces that you can move are just those pieces here, right? You cannot move another piece. So I will say, okay, we give a second chance. The puzzle, as you can see here, for example, okay, if I move this, see this dark area is going up, and so you can move around and move more pieces. But for the moment here, I don't see it. You just move these. You can move nothing else than just these two, right? Which is not what we want, okay? So the puzzle is not fully working. I cannot play the game because the gray area is static at the bottom. Okay, in the meantime, we got some result. Yes, okay, we have like several components. We'll do the same. I'll just replace what we have in terms of landing page with what we have right now. It's okay, so let's see this in a full screen. In terms of UI, I would say Claude is better. Okay, so let's see if the game will just work. Okay, I would say in terms of game logic, this seems more working. Like this seems to be working, but the image is not the right size. Okay, so let's see what Claude come up with, but let's give our feedback to ChatGPT first. Or maybe I forgot something. Maybe the CSS is not important. Let me check puzzle.css, because I think it's a matter of background. Let me see if the puzzle class is still imported. We have the tile from the puzzle, so yeah, it's imported. Puzzle container. We have the puzzle container class, which is actually working. So the error is not from our system, but actually from ChatGPT. So we need to ask, oh yeah, I've reached the limit of O1 preview, so let's switch to O1 mini. In any case, we'll ask a feedback. The images are too big and squeeze, are too big and not fully visible, and the game seems not to be working. So in the meantime, let's get some feedback here. So I have this, upload the game. Okay, I don't know why I have a good feeling now. Click on start game, click here. Ah, nice. Okay, so this is actually working. That's pretty impressive, right? From this model, that's actually pretty impressive, to be honest. I will need to win to know. Okay, let me just go back with the two. I'm not quite sure this will work, but anyway, let's just try it out. This, I don't know if this is supposed to be the right way. Okay, it stopped here, so I suppose This was supposed to be the complete image somehow. Not quite sure, but yeah, but it's working somehow. It's actually working. So it stopped after yeah, after this. So let's see what ChatGPT come up with. He said okay, I need to update all this. But I'm pretty impressed by what I get from Claude in terms of logic, because I would have said that O1 Preview or O1 Mini will do a better job at logic than a model like Claude. But it seems like Claude is actually winning here. So let's test this again. Okay, the model is updated. We try this. And we have this. I don't know if this is supposed to be the right way of doing this. Let me load it again. Okay, did I do something wrong? I don't think so. We have the puzzle, we have the page, the image uploader. Yeah, everything seems okay. I copy the right file here. Hidden image display none. Okay, seems like he's just hiding image everywhere, which is, I would say, not logic. They all have the class hidden image, which is pretty weird. Let me read the logic here. Okay, I'm sorry. Image are too big and not fully visible. The game doesn't seem to be working. Dynamic grid size calculation. Okay, responsive. Correct any issue in the game logic to ensure that puzzle initiate correctly and respond to user interaction as expected. Okay, so I suppose he just did what he was not supposed to do. You're not supposed to show this. You're supposed to show other puzzle pieces and hide one. Anyway, I think we'll stop here. Okay, it seems like a way more complex task, and we'll iterate a lot with ChatGPT preview. And I think we'll also stop the video here. I will do a pretty long video because I feel like we'll have a lot of iterations to create a 2048 game. And for those who don't know the game, just type 2048 game online and you will see it. It's a pretty complex game. You need to do some things like this, and you need to slide, and this image need to it's not actually images, but yeah, you need to do it like this. I don't want to play all day, but this is what we'll be creating in the next video. Hopefully you will see which one win here. So we have like a 1-1 battle, and I'm pretty surprised by what Claude was able to do in terms of logic for this puzzle game. I thought ChatGPT would create it in one prompt, which was not the case. And we can argue that maybe the kind of fix was bad because we switched to O1 Mini, but those two models are supposed to be faster at reasoning and think about process before releasing the response. But even with that, we have a better game from let me see, can we play this again? From Claude. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you want to see the next part where I actually clash these two, I think it will be quite interesting because this is a bit more complex as a game. I will see if Claude will beat ChatGPT with the reasoning. I will also wait for my own preview to load fully so we can fully get the full power of OpenAI O1 preview for this specific task. You can subscribe. If you you can subscribe to the channel while waiting for this video. And if you have any suggestion or any idea or any comment, you can leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video.